Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to you all. Hope you all are doing well. From the platform of English Buffet.5, I am again back with you to impart you something of great help. You know, we were doing different sorts of vocabulary and grammatical lessons, but today I have brought something different from you. Yes, this is, you can say, an inspirational lesson on the topic that why you are learning this language, why you keep on listening from others and from everywhere that learning English is important. So, there can be a question raised in everybody's mind that why only learning English is important. So, let me tell you today that how important is it to learn this language. This has become a part and parcel of, you can say, modern day world, right? So, get ready. You know, viewers, you must know that learning English language can be difficult the way other languages also, because किसी भी लैंग्वेज को लर्न करना इतना आसान भी नहीं है, because whosoever is learning a second language, it becomes a really hard challenge for that person. क्यों? क्योंकि उसके अंदर डेफिनेटली एक नई लैंग्वेज सीखना वो आसान काम तो नहीं है. उसमें काफ़ी सारी ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं जो कि आपके लिए टफ़ होती हैं एंड दे क्रिएट सर्टन एम्बिग्विटीज़ फॉर यू. बहुत सारी कन्फ्यूजन्स आपके लिए क्रिएट हो जाती हैं. उन्हीं में से कुछ इरेगुलरिटीज़ और कन्फ्यूजन्स की बात पहले मैं आपसे करूँगी और फिर हम इसके बाद उन रीज़न्स को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे कि इंग्लिश क्यों इम्पॉर्टेंट है. So definitely you are going to enjoy this small poem which is written by some unknown person whose name is not known. So let me read it. Why English is hard to learn. We will begin with box. The plural is boxes. But the plural of ox is oxen, not oxes. One fowl is a goose and two are called geese. Yet the plural of moose is never called meese. Hope you will agree. You may find a lone mouse or a house full of mice, but the plural of house is houses, not highs. The plural of man is always men, but the plural of pan is never pen. If I speak of a foot and you show me 2 feet, and I give you a book, would a pear be a beak? If one is a tooth and a whole set are teeth, why shouldn't two booths be called beat? If the singular's this and the plural is these, should the plural of kiss be ever called keys? We speak of a brother and also of brethren, but though we say mother, we never say matheran. Then the masculine pronouns are he, his, and him. But imagine the feminine she, she's, and shim. So, viewers, I hope you will enjoy this poem and you will definitely agree that there are certain irregularities in English language. Still, it's beautiful language and its importance is definitely there because we can't ignore learning this language. उसके पीछे certain reasons हैं और क्या reasons हैं you are maybe aware of a few, but let me tell you some more. Viewers, एक बात जहन में रखें कि English is not a small language. It is not confined to one place. Rather, we can say it is on the globe, right? So it is not the language of one country or one continent. Rather, it is spread all over the 7 continents, right? So today, English has become that language which is accepted all over the world, right? It is traveling, we can say, through many countries. It won't be wrong to say कि वर्ल्ड के तमाम कंट्रीज से इंग्लिश ट्रैवल करके रिवॉल्व करती है ओवर द ग्लोब. So it won't be wrong to say it has become an international language and nobody can deny its importance. Secondly, viewers, remember, you will also agree with me कि इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सीखना और इसको प्रैक्टिस करना, इसको एक्सरसाइज करना in all settings around you, whether you are at home or you are communicating with anyone out of your home, I mean, in the professional settings, and especially in the form of when you are in need of some career and you are in a profession. So, definitely, English is important. Those candidates who speak English and understand and communicate well in English, definitely they are given importance, right? So, this can be experienced everywhere around you. So, one thing is clear that English is at the top of those languages, we can say, which are mostly common in as a spoken language over the globe, right? The way you can see the graph in front of you, among these several languages, English is at the top, right? सो दिस इज़ हाउ इंग्लिश इज़ मच इम्पॉर्टेंट. एक और चीज़ जो कि इंग्लिश को बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देती है, वेटेज देती है, वो क्या है? दैट द स्टूडेंट्स access to information and research work is mostly done in English language. आपको जितना भी रिसर्च मटेरियल है और एक्सेस है आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन को, चाहे वो किसी भी एंगल से है, थ्रू सोशल मीडिया है और फ्रॉम द टेलीविजन और थ्रू द न्यूज़पेपर, एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ मीन्स और मोड्स जिनके थ्रू आप रिसर्च वर्क करते हैं या इंफॉर्मेशन रिसीव करते हैं, इट्स ऑल इन द यू कैन से मीडियम ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. ये सब कुछ आपको इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में मिलेगा, राइट? Secondly, we can say that since many of the top academic journals are published in English, right? Students and academics need strong English reading and writing skills. Academics में भी जो है English courses are taught all over the globe. हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि सिर्फ इंग्लिश ही, डेफिनेटली अदर लैंग्वेजेस आर ऑल्सो यू कैन से इन प्रैक्टिस, इन यूजेज. लेकिन जो लैंग्वेज कॉमनली इस्तेमाल हो रही है हर कंट्री में, वो है इंग्लिश. मतलब इंग्लिश में मटेरियल आपको हर जगह मिलेगा. बाकी लैंग्वेजेस जो हैं, यू विल फाइंड देम फ्यू एंड फार बिटवीन, राइट? And lastly, we can say in this slide that moreover, for a research study or other publication to get sufficient attention, it should be published in English. कुछ भी print होना है in order to get notified by the public, keeping in mind the demands of the public and keeping in mind the communication and understanding of the world, right? English language is chosen एज अ मीडियम ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. बहुत कुछ जो है वो पब्लिश किया जाता है इसी लैंग्वेज में, इसलिए भी व्यूअर्स इंग्लिश बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है. जैसे मैंने कहा कि एकेडमिक्स भी इसका एक बहुत बड़ा पोर्शन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज अपने अंदर रखती है, चाहे वो केमिस्ट्री है, फिज़िक्स है, मैथमेटिक्स है, या और कोई जोग्राफ़ी है, साइंस है, डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस ऑफ साइंस, इवन arts and many more. So they are all taught in English language mostly. So how can one be away from this language? You can't isolate yourself from this language. This is very much important. Another important thing is that जिस तरह से हम कहते हैं कि आज मॉडर्न डे वर्ल्ड में इंटरनेट से दूर रहना, एंड इवन आफ्टर द कोविड-19 इट हैज़ इंटरनेट हैज़ बिकम एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ आवर डेली लाइफ. इंटरनेट के बगैर सर्वाइवल आजकल की जनरेशन और आने वाली जनरेशन का सर्वाइवल बहुत मुश्किल है विदाउट इंटरनेट. एंड व्हाट्स द लैंग्वेज ऑफ इंटरनेट व्यूअर्स? डेफिनेटली एंड अनडाउटेडली इट इज़ इंग्लिश language, because the majority of websites are written and created in English. Even sites in other languages often give you the option to translate the site, right? This is how English is important. It's the primary language of the press. Remember, more newspapers and books are written in English than in any other language of the world. And no matter where in the world you are, you will find some of these books definitely in English. वर्ल्ड में जहाँ भी आप कुछ रिसर्च करना चाहें, इंग्लिश विल प्रोवाइड यू द ईजीनेस, राइट। अब यहाँ पे एक सर्वे के अकॉर्डिंग देखिए कि इंग्लिश कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है। English has become an international language. It is the most common in the world. For more than 400 million people, English is a native language, right? For 300 million, English remains a second language, and another 500 million people, to some extent, are those who speak English. So यहाँ से आप अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं that how much important is this language. You should not get confused that you are feeling it hard to learn English. Rather, be proud of it that you are dealing with that language which is spread all over the globe, right? It means that you are getting access to each and every corner of the world. So you are not deaf and dumb to the information and whatever is going on in the world. You have an access and you are proficient and eligible to access, have access to the information and the data all over the world, right? So that is why try not to be confused. Try to accept it as a challenge and learn it. English language is easy to understand and learn as compared to many other languages, right? So in chunks we can say it's an international language, एक बैन अवी ज़ुबान है जो कि ओवर द ग्लोब समझी और बोली जाती है। ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है इन द वर्ल्ड। इट इज़ वेरी कॉमन लैंग्वेज अमंग पीपल। इट इज़ द लैंग्वेज ऑफ साइंस एंड एजुकेशन। इट्स द लैंग्वेज ऑफ इंटरनेट एंड प्रेस, right? Language of travel and businesses is English, right? It is the language of code and media. It is the language of education. And definitely, it is a window for the modern world. So, nobody can deny, nobody can say that English is not important. So it opens the doors for you, many doors. It unlocks several things for you in the world. So hope you are getting it that learning English is really very important. So one more thing, that whenever we try to be out of the country and we want to move in the world, whether we are traveling or we have a destination of such a country where English language is much in use, we have to compete in certain competitive exams. We have to score more as a proficient speaker and learner of English language. Then they give access to that person who can be admitted as their student, or we can say as their citizen. So बहुत से countries की ये demand होती है कि जो foreigners वहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, they must have rather a good communication through this language, because this is also easy for the person who is going and for those who are receiving that person to communicate easily among themselves, right? So that's all. Hope you will enjoy this brief talk and discussion regarding the importance of English language. Keep on watching my channel. If you are new to it, try to subscribe it to get notified, because I'm going to impart you certain things that are very much important for you, right? You will definitely get some benefits out of these lessons. That's all. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.